You ever think you've already won? That life's a game and you're holding all the cards? That was me. Confident, beautiful, and convinced I could walk away from my husband with everything. I thought I was untouchable. I even walked into that courtroom with my lover by my side, laughing. But I didn't know that the man I was divorcing, the one I thought was weak and naive, had turned into someone I could never predict. That day, everything changed. When I first met Michael, he was the kind of man who'd do anything for love. Kind, quiet, always thinking about my happiness. For years, he gave me everything: comfort, stability, respect. But after a while, I started seeing his calmness as weakness. He worked too hard, talked too little, and never argued back. I wanted attention, drama, something that made me feel alive again. That's when I met Ryan, charming, loud, and reckless. The complete opposite of my husband. I started spending more time at work and less at home. Ryan made me feel exciting again, and in my arrogance, I didn't even try to hide it well. I told myself Michael was too busy, too blind to notice, but he did notice. He saw the late-night texts, the sudden changes, the lies I told with a straight face. He just didn't say anything. He'd come home from work, see me pretending to be asleep, and quietly go to bed. No questions, no shouting, just silence. The kind that makes you feel guilty even when you're trying not to. When I finally decided to file for divorce, I told myself it was for my freedom. I wanted to live life without his rules. I wanted to be with Ryan, so I called my lawyer, filed the papers, and made sure Michael got served at work. I imagined him breaking down, begging me to stay, but instead, he just signed them. No fight, no reaction, just a calm, "if that's what you want." That silence made me furious. I wanted to hurt him more, to show him he wasn't the one in control. So when the court date came, I decided to make an entrance, to show the world how over him I really was. I wore a new dress, walked in with Ryan holding my hand, laughing like I had already won. Everyone stared, some in shock, others in judgment, but I didn't care. I was proud. Michael sat on the other side of the courtroom, calm as ever, wearing that same quiet expression. I thought he looked pathetic. I whispered to Ryan, "Watch this. He'll crumble when he hears what I'm asking for." Our lawyer stood up first. We were claiming half the house, part of his business assets and alimony. I felt confident. My lawyer smiled at me, whispering, "He'll settle. They always do." But then Michael's lawyer stood up, and with that one motion, my entire world began to collapse. He handed the judge a folder, thick, organized, and full of evidence. My text messages, my hotel bookings, photographs of me and Ryan, all taken legally with timestamps, even recordings of me admitting to using Michael's money while planning a future with my lover. My lawyer froze. Ryan's face went pale, and the judge's expression changed completely. Michael didn't say a word. He didn't even look at me. He just sat there, calm and quiet, as everything I'd tried to hide came spilling into the open. The judge dismissed my claim for assets, stating that I had breached marital trust through adultery and financial deceit. The house? Gone. The alimony? Denied. The savings I thought I'd take? Legally secured under his name. And then came the final blow. Michael's lawyer revealed that he had already filed a countersuit for emotional distress and fraud. The proof was overwhelming. The courtroom fell silent as the judge said, "Mrs. Thompson, this court finds in favor of the respondent." I remember looking at Michael, expecting anger, revenge, something, but he just stood up slowly, looked me in the eyes, and said quietly, open quote, "You laughed at me when you walked in. I'll let you keep that memory because it's the last time you'll ever laugh at my expense." Close quote. Then he walked out. Just like that. No gloating, no drama, just finality. Ryan, who had promised he'd always be there, started panicking. Within a week, he was gone. He blocked me, moved out, and took what little I had left of self-respect with him. Months passed. I had to sell my car, move into a smaller apartment, and pick up 2 jobs to survive. Every time I saw Michael on social media, he looked happier, confident, surrounded by new people, traveling, living. And I realized something too late. The man I called weak had been the strongest of us all. I walked into that courtroom with laughter. I walked out with nothing but silence. The same silence he had mastered long before I understood its power. If you like the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.